Okay, here, let me start this video by doing this. Look at this face, yeah? Yeah? This is a year after Accutane. After, yep. Accutane is
Saucepan.
I am a very insecure person. That's why I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I am insecure about my appearance, about my body, about like my personality in general. However, I have not made an effort to change any of those except for my acne. Now, my acne has like been something that like I was definitely far more insecure about in middle school because like I can't remember, like it was like the bumpy type of acne where it's like everywhere and like coated everything and it was like all over my forehead. The thing is though, Accutane gave me the self-confidence I needed in order to realize that I'm not as bad as I look, if that makes sense. As bad as I look to me. It just gave me a window of who I really am, and like, sure, I have spots, but like, it messed me up. It completely messed me up. I have side effects up the wazoo, even after a year being off it. I don't know whenever these things are gonna go away. I hope they go away, but they still haven't. However, it did all these things to me. However, it helped me personality-wise. It's a terrible balance between finding myself and also having all these terrible side effects. Overall, it's not worth it. I'm just here to say that, especially, well, no, I take that back. It's not worth it if you know for a fact you are a person that experiences all the side effects of a medication. And I know that's very iffy to just say, but it's true. Yeah. So, yeah, this is as much as it's words, yes. If you like the video so far, like, give it a like. If you like me so far, check out my other content, especially if you like, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or Super Mega. I don't know what my content's gonna be, man. However, Accutane, I semi-recommend, but overall bad. I'm gonna start with, like, the full experience of having taken Accutane. My mom, she goes to like this dermatologist, blah blah blah, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna take my daughter here because like it was a hereditary thing for me. Like my mom had like hella acne growing up, and so I was destined to have the same. She took me to the doctors. My doctor, he was like this one guy. I don't know how to describe it, man. He was an actor. That's the best way I can describe it. He's an actor, and I mean that in a sense that like gets into character. Like, I heard him outside the door, just hello, Sasha, how are you today? And like, he has like the Hollywood smile, clear skin, obviously, like, haha, yes. Here goes a cute boy. Sorry. There's so many cute boys in my neighborhood, but like I've never met them at all, and like not that they would mess with me. Anyway, where's my train of thought? Accutane, what it does is it like messes up like your reproductive organs. Like the actual appointment itself, I would have to show up every month to prove that I'm not pregnant. And they would like, hey, pee in this cup so we can test that. And it's like, you guys think I could get a boyfriend? Before you get the medicine itself, you have to take an online quiz. Like, what are your requirements for taking Accutane? If your first birth control fails, what do you do now? Well, you gotta like, it would just be like multiple choice. Like, pretty simple questions, so it's like pretty hard to fail. And like I didn't take birth control, which honestly probably would have saved my acne just entirely. But I took abstinence, like the good Christian girl I am. I began taking the medication, and let me just lift off a couple of the side effects that I felt and still, for the most part, feel while taking Accutane. Dry eye, lips chapped, bones hurt, kidneys hurting, sore throat, oh, and scarring. Scarring, that's like the one thing that I never heard of while going into Accutane. Scarring with Accutane was really bad. Like, I used to heal, like, this, like, here, like this. You see that? That was just a scratch, barely a scratch. And it scarred. Whenever my acne came back, that's how it all went. It just scarred so much. Like, my skin used to heal so quickly with no pigmentation, but after Accutane, it just, like, my magical Asian healing powers gone forever. Oh, and also me feeling a complete dumbass, which is not something that, like, inherently is a side effect. Like, sure, it's like, oh, Accutane gave my child autism. But, like, honestly, what medication is there that, like, supposedly doesn't give your child autism? But legitimately, Accutane made me feel dumb. It made my head feel heavy, but at the same time, light as a feather, and I felt like I had no thoughts going through my mind in the slightest. Like, I felt like and I forgot to mention as well, vertigo. My inner ear, whatever, liquid completely messed up. It was alright for the most part, but then there'd just be moments where I'm just like, I have to like grab the nearest thing. I'm just like, where is gravity? Like, I would legitimately lose my gravity. Like, it's just really weird. I don't feel that now though. That side effect faded over time. Editing Sasha here. Guess what? I should also mention that Accutane, like, in addition to the vertigo happening at random, it also made roller coasters or swings or literally anything to do with momentum, any enjoyment, very excruciating. Like, I used to love roller coasters, I used to love swings, I used to love anything to do with, like, hurtling yourself across a room, whatever. But after Accutane, I felt no enjoyment out of it. Like, I could literally just look over the side of a roller coaster and feel nothing. And feel nothing. Feel no fear. Feel no anything. It just felt dizzy. Like, bleh. The side effects that did not fade were the dry eyes and the bones hurting. It messed up my eyes. I forgot to mention that. It messed up my eyes so much. Like, if you have good vision right now and you don't want to ruin that, don't take Accutane. Or at least, I don't know, like, just don't take Accutane, because it will mess up your eyesight. But, okay, like I said, hold up, calling myself real quick. Accutane, certain people experience certain side effects and certain people don't. Just like any medicine. But if you really don't want to run the risk of messing up your eyes, then don't mess up your eyes. That, however, is not why I wear glasses. It's just something that sort of made my doctor's appointment really upsetting, because, like, I kept explaining to her, I can't see shit. I can't see it. I didn't say that verbatim, but, like, I can't see it. Like, and she's like, well, Sasha, it's not gonna be perfect. This should be, like, through your past years, like, your next prescription. I'm just like, I know that, but Accutane got me messed up. And then she's like, well, and then she, like, messed up one of my eyes to be, like, stronger than the other, which they're not. They're even. This, like, peeved the hell out of me. This is, like, the first time I'm sort of getting all my emotions out about this whole experience, so sorry if it's a bit much. I should also mention about the kidneys. That was, like, okay. Okay, so, right here, yeah? Yeah, like, this part, like, I don't know if that's my kidney or not, I just wrote that down in my notes. I took this Spanish exam, right? and I was tired as hell. And so before, in the past, what I do for whenever I'm tired as hell, and I know this isn't healthy, is I get like 2 to 3 packs and put it all in one water thing. So I've drank like 3 cups of coffee all at once. This is not something I just tried and it like messed me up. No, I've done this before in the past. I was fine, but with the addition of Accutane plus the coffee, like, I think for the most part, I don't think anyone's gonna do this, but just that in general. Anyway, yeah, like, it hurt so bad. Like, I legitimately thought I was passing, like, a kidney stone or something. I was like, and then it, like, also turned out it was, like, a mixture of my period as well. So I was like, oh, fucking no. Oh, I guess. Chapstick. Now, if you're watching this, you probably already know that, like, people will say,
chapstick is your god. Oh my god, I can't go out without it. It's like,
it's legitimately a crutch on your life. I remember, like, the first time feeling pain on my lips. Like, it legitimately feels very uncomfortable to not have your lips hydrated. And it's a weird feeling. I was explaining to my friend this, and she was just like,
well, yeah, it's because chapstick companies, what they do is they put, like, a certain type of acid in your chapstick, and that makes you want to buy more chapstick, and then the process continues. So what you're doing is I'm just like, it hurts!
I should mention that, like, I went to a Game Grumps concert. Game Grumps live show on my 16th birthday. I took this medicine when I was 15 through 16, and I remember just, like, in the show, just thinking, my lips. It was just somewhat uncomfortable. But for the most part, I was too distracted.
Oh my god, it's Aaron Hansen!
I had to buy several of these things in my lifetime. I bought, like, several different types of, like, little chapstick thingies. And the thing about those is that they're easy, so easy to lose. And then you'd go to school and you'd just be like, God dang it, I don't have my chapstick. Oh, this is gonna be painful. And then you try to use, like, dried up lotion that's been collecting on the side of a bottle, because that's somewhat the same consistency as a chapstick, and it works for the most part, but it's still uncomfortable. It's okay, the process itself. My doctor said, hey, you just gotta take 2 of these pills a day. You can take them at once, or you could just take them spread out through the day. Like, one in the morning, one at night. I had the thought in mind, whenever I was taking Accutane, man, I'm getting rid of my acne. This is cool. And I wasn't really, like, I understood how bad the side effects were, but there was something in my mind that sort of just promised, these side effects will go away once you stop. Yeah, and plus, like, you'll be acne free, and you're already in this anyway, so why stop? Which, I don't know if I would have still had the side effects if I stopped earlier on, but I didn't. I saw the whole thing through, because might as well. I don't quite remember how my skin was. Yes, I do, actually. During this entire process, my skin looked flawless. My skin looked great. There were no blemishes at all, and I was just like, nice! Nice! Because I had no blemishes, I saw myself for the first time. This is gonna sound very narcissistic of me, but, like, people started looking at me in public, if that makes sense. In hindsight, it was also probably because I lost, like, 10 to 15 pounds, which I didn't even notice, like, until afterwards, and people told me. I was just like, oh, whoops. There is a change in, like, skin and weight that, like, with interactions is noticeable. And that's what I experienced for the first time, that, oh wait, I'm not what I thought I was. And I know that's a terrible mentality to have to rely off of other people's validation, but can you blame me? I'm a teenager that's an insecure piece of crap. It gave me far more self-awareness, if that makes sense, because I felt, oh, well, now for the first time I look cute. Which, mind you, I did not. Not in those glasses. I don't look cute in glasses. Ow! entirely. I don't know. Like, I can't see shit. I can't even read the camera brand on my camera right now. So, Accutane, what it did, it was just a window for me to be able to see myself. However, it came with a terrible price of it still continuously messing me up. My bones still hurt every time I lay down. My lips are still chapped as all hell. It gave me clarity, but in all the worst ways possible. I think the worst side effect, even though like all this physical pain and blah blah blah, all that, the worst side effect was how absent-minded I felt. Accutane does work. Clearing that out. Accutane does work. There are success stories. Like anything there is. However, me, I am just not one of those lucky few. And I got all the bad out of it. It's like a flip of a coin, except like the coin's weighted on one side, and that side is probably like beneficial, but like I somehow, against all odds, got the one side that's not weighted. Also, tell me your experiences with Accutane. Like, I want to see, like, if anyone else has ever felt the same. Like, of course, I've done my research and all that, blah, 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 but, like, it's different to have, like, a one-on-one discussion with someone in the comments. And I would love to experience that. And also, please interact with me, because this is one of the fewer things of validation I have in my life. Oh! Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm an awkward human being.